Hello and welcome to day 7 of the 28-day gratitude challenge. Today is the magical way out of negativity. Begins with a quote from Baha'u'llah. A thankful person is thankful under all circumstances. Whether it's a relationship in turmoil, financial pressure, a lack of health, problems in a job, negative situations arise because of a lack of gratitude over a long period of time. If we're not grateful for each thing in our life, we are unintentionally taking those things for granted. Taking things for granted is a major cause of negativity because when we take things for granted, we're not giving thanks in return, and we stop the magic from happening in our life. Just as giving thanks to others will always lead our life to magically increase, so must taking things for granted always lead our life to decrease. Are you grateful for your health when it's good? Or do you only notice your health when your body gets sick or hurt? Are you grateful for your job every day? Or do you only value your job when you hear that there will be cutbacks? Are you grateful for your pay and salary every time you receive it? Or do you take your pay and salary for granted? Are you grateful for your loved ones when everything is running smoothly? Or do you only talk to others about your loved ones when there are problems? Are you grateful for your car when it's working well? Or do you only think of your car when it breaks down? Are you grateful to be alive each day? Or do you take life for granted? Taking things for granted results in complaining, negative thoughts, and words. When we complain, by the law of attraction, you must bring more things in your life to complain about. If you're complaining about the weather, the traffic, your boss, your spouse, your family, a friend, a stranger, waiting in lines, bills, the economy, the cost of something, or the service of a company, you're not being grateful, and you're pushing your dream life further away with every complaint. Now that you understand that complaining, negative thoughts and words, and taking things for granted stops the good things in your life, now you understand that when everything goes wrong, you have unintentionally not been grateful enough. It's impossible to be negative when you're grateful. It's impossible to criticize and blame when you're grateful. It's impossible to feel sad or have any negative feelings when you're grateful. And the best news is that if you have any negative situations in your life currently, it won't take a long period of time to transform them with gratitude. The negative situation will disappear in a puff of smoke, just like magic. First, as difficult as it may be, you have to look for things to be grateful for in a negative situation. No matter how bad things are, you can always find something to be grateful for, especially when you know that your gratitude will magically transform every negative circumstance. Walt Disney knew about the true magic, and he showed us in his movie Pollyanna. Disney's 1960 movie Pollyanna featured the Glad game, which had a profound effect on me when I was a child. I played the Glad game featured in the movie throughout my childhood and adolescence. To play the Glad game, you look for as many things as you can find to be glad about, especially in a negative situation. Finding things to be glad about or finding things to be grateful for in a negative situation will make solutions appear. Walt Disney demonstrated the magical power of gratitude in Pollyanna, and thousands of years earlier, Buddha demonstrated the way to use the same magical power when he said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we did not learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. And if we did not learn a little, at least we didn't get sick. And if we got sick, at least we didn't die. So let us be thankful." Let Buddha's words be your inspiration. And today, take one problem or negative situation in your life that you most want to resolve and look for 10 things to be grateful for in that situation. I know it can be challenging to begin this practice, but Buddha is showing you the way to do it. Make a written list of 10 things on your computer or in your gratitude journal. An example might be that the problem is you're out of work, and despite your best efforts, you're still unemployed. To magically turn this situation around, you have to do a concentrated practice of gratitude on the situation. Here are some examples of things that you might say. I am so grateful to have more time with my family during this period. I am grateful that my life is in a lot better order because of the spare time I've had. I'm grateful that I've had a job most of my life and that I am experienced. I am truly grateful that this is the first time I've ever been unemployed. I'm grateful that there are jobs out there and more new jobs are appearing every day. I'm grateful for the things I've learned in applying for jobs and going on interviews. I'm grateful that I have my health and that I can work. I'm grateful for my family's encouragement and support. I'm grateful for the rest that I've had because I've needed it. I'm grateful that though losing my job, I realized how much having a job means to me, and I never knew that until now. As a result of the unemployed person's gratitude, they will attract different circumstances, and their current circumstance must change and will magically change. The power of gratitude is greater than any negative situation, and there are unlimited ways that a negative situation can change. All you have to do is practice gratitude and watch the magic take place. Let's look at another example. A son whose relationship with a father is troubled. The son feels that no matter what he does, he never seems to be good enough for his father. Some examples of things he might say: I'm grateful that most of my relationships in my life are really good. I'm grateful to my father for working hard so that I could have the education that he didn't have. I'm grateful to my father for supporting our family through my childhood because I didn't have a clue how much hard work and money it took to keep a family going. I'm grateful to my father for taking me to basketball every Saturday when I was a child. I'm grateful that my father is not as tough on me these days as he used to be in the past. I'm grateful that my father cares so much about me because he wouldn't be tough if he didn't care so much. I'm grateful that through my relationship with my father, I have learned to have compassion and greater understanding for my children. I'm grateful to my father for showing me how important encouragement is in raising happy, confident children. I'm really grateful that when I get to laugh with my father, some people never got to do that because they didn't have a father. And for others who have lost their father, they will never have a chance to laugh with their father again. I am so truly grateful that I have my father because amid the tough times, there are good times, and there will be more good times ahead with my father. As a result of the son's heartfelt gratitude for his father, he will change their relationship for the better. The son changed the way he thinks and feels about his father, which immediately changes what he attracts from his father. Even though the son was being grateful in his mind, at an energetic and quantum level, the son's gratitude will have a magical effect on the relationship with his father. Provided he maintains gratitude by the law of attraction, the son must receive a far better circumstance with his father, and their relationship must begin to improve immediately. Remember, you can tell gratitude is working by the way you feel. You should feel a lot better about the situation after practicing gratitude. The first evidence of gratitude's magical power working is your feelings lifted. So when you do feel better about it, you know that the situation will improve and solutions will appear. The answer to any negative situation you want to resolve is to focus concentrated gratitude on it until you feel better inside. Then you will see the magic work its wonder in the outside world. In making your written list, make sure you list each 10 things that you're grateful for in the following way. I am so grateful for, or I am truly grateful for. And finish the sentence with what you're grateful for. You can also use Walt Disney's way of using gratitude's magical power if you find it easier by saying, I am so glad that, and then finish the sentence with what you're glad about. Once you've listed 10 things you're grateful for, finish the way out of negativity's practice by writing, thank you, thank you, thank you, for the perfect resolution. And also, just for today, see if you can get through one day without saying anything negative. It may be a challenge, but if you can make it through one day, there is an important reason to do this, because most of us have no idea how much we negatively speak. Remember that negativity and complaint bring more to those, and that if you are aware of what you're saying, you can stop and decide if you want the consequences of what you're saying. Here is a magic lifeline that you can use if you notice yourself thinking or saying something negative. stop immediately and say, but I have to say I am grateful for, and then finish the sentence with something that you're grateful for. Take this magic lifeline with you and grab a hold of it whenever you need it. And if any little problem or situation arises in the future, remember to put out the embers with gratitude before it turns into a fire. At the same time, you will ignite the magic in your life. Day 7's magical practice is the way out of negativity. And to begin the practice, we'll begin as we have with 10 blessings, writing why we're grateful for each blessing. At the end of that list, go back and read through, saying thank you, thank you, thank you at the end of each blessing, feeling gratitude as much as you can. And then sometime today, think about a problem or situation that you're having in your life and find 10 things to be grateful for in that situation. And at the end of your list, saying thank you, thank you, thank you for the perfect resolution. And then also today, watch out for what you're thinking and what you're saying. And anytime you catch yourself possibly having a negative thought or comment, add and use your magic lifeline saying, but I have to say I'm really grateful for, and then fill in the blank. And lastly, before we go to bed tonight, we'll hold our magic rock. Think of all of the events that have happened today, find the best one to be grateful for, and say thank you, and fall asleep in gratitude. Thank you for going on this journey with me. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 8. Have a beautiful day.